For bed bugs, I like to use a typical bedroom as a model. All rooms in an infested house or an apartment, uh, bed bugs travel from room to room. I can explain that in another section of the tutorial. But I'm going to use a room as a model for where bed bugs like to hide, where they hide during the day. And also where they hide during the day is where they come out at nighttime, typically to travel along the bed. So no matter where the bed bugs are, what I love about bed bugs is that they're always going to be gravitating towards the bed. They try to, over research and development over the years, tried to find so many different kind of alternative host sources that replicate human beings uh, for them to be attracted to. Like they even have mechanical devices like Night Watch that uses infrared heat, and they supposedly replicated pheromone attractant lures. It's kind of equivalent to like mosquito trapping devices, which are attracted to the carbon dioxide given out. So they use cartridges for that, and heat, like just they replicate body heat. But bed bugs, they're a little they're much better on detecting what's organic and what's mechanical and what's chemical, as they know the real thing. Maybe they might come and visit these lure sources, but they're not going to hang out there and get trapped or even being monitored. It's very difficult to monitor even with glue devices. They won't go over a surface that's sticky. They'll go under it or around it. I mean, that's all they do. They're experts at getting food, and they perfected how they feed and where they hide. They're very secretive. They'll usually bed bugs will lay their eggs on the bed or the furniture framework, usually, until the infestation gets bigger and bigger, and then the bed bugs will start laying their eggs behind the baseboards, behind the furniture. All the joints and junctures. There's countless joints, junctures, to the point where they're in the electronics, and behind in the curtains up on top, to where they'll start laying their eggs in various spots of the house, especially after, say, an improper treatment was performed where you didn't kill them, but you scattered the bed bugs by moving them around, by disturbing them, and they can end up being distressed, so they'll just start living away from the bed and start congregating around the bedroom, especially if someone's like spraying their own household chemical and household pesticides that just basically just disturb them. So you think you're clean, you think your bed's clean, you don't really see any live ones on your bed because maybe you're steam cleaning, you're doing your own process, and you're thinking, well, my bed's clean, I don't see any on my mattress. Yet the majority of the bed bugs now, they're all living in close proximity to the bed, but in hidden spots. The problem's basically worse. They're behind the picture frames. So even a light, moderate infestation can turn into a big problem. They could be scattered in all directions of the bedroom now, and even adjacent rooms, hallways, to the point where they'll be on the first floor level or in a different level of the home once a problem gets really established. It just really depends on what you're doing to get to get them to leave the bed. The problem can get worse. Basically, the problem will get worse if you try to do it yourself, or if you hire a company to do an improper treatment like a steam treatment or a heat treatment where you're just disturbing the surface area. Uh, you're trying to kill whatever comes in contact with the heat or steam. And so what happens, the bed bugs will hide in the secret spots, which is shown on this diagram. And I'll go through that in another tutorial.